If you're an illegal alien, this runway
If you're
is
an
your
illegal alien. Pokersesh with Limon. There it is. I'm on the air. Oh, and there's already people in chat. All right. Loving life. See if I look pretty. Oh. All right, welcome to the public domain. Let's get this party started. Anybody ready for a nice country club pour? What do we got tonight? What do we got tonight? We've got Duckhorn Cobb Franc 2022. Soft tannins, not flabby. Don't try and say it's flabby just because it's a Cobb Franc. Nice soft tannins. Let's get this thing going. Let's get this party started. Oh, yes. That's a good amount. Don't need more than that. A perfect country club pour. Nice soft tannins. Not flabby. All right, let's see here. Cut the music. Cut the music. Time to do some show. Who's in the chat already? Grimstar, Wendell D. Oliveira, Bob Dahl, Lilliputian Petrodactyl. Yeah, anybody who took me and Noodles picks from last week made a lot of money. A lot of money. Anonymous, you're on Pokersesh.
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
What up, brother?
Yeah, you would have won the heads on the coin flip, just like Noodles said. You would have got the Seattle under first half, just like Noodles said. And you would have got Seattle with action points on a 16x multiplier. So whatever you bet, you would have got 16 times whatever you bet.
Did you have action on the action points or whatever the fuck that's called?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't bet on sports. I just told you. They said, "What would you do?" So I said that is what I would have done with a gun to my head. But if I'm betting on sports, I'm usually taking the bets, not making the bets.
Yeah, I hear you. Can I have a moment of your time real quick?
Always.
All right, listen. Tell me if you hear this. Ready?
Okay.
Did you hear it?
What was that?
It was me cracking a beer.
Oh, nice. Good.
Nice.
I like it.
I want the audio for the listeners.
That was good. That was like the old mukbang.
Mm-hmm. Today we're doing Milwaukee's Best Ice. We're stepping on up. We're in Tennessee. We're doing Milwaukee's Best Ice.
I didn't even know they still made ice beer. I thought that was like a fad, like clear Pepsi. That shit should not exist.
How many percent is this? Probably 5.
Yeah.
I don't even see.
It's just piss water. Never presence in the chat. What's up? Never present. Anybody wants to call in? The phone lines are open. 516-259-9515. As you know, no topic is out of bounds. No censorship. No call screener. Obviously, it's ostensibly a poker and gambling show, but anything you like. What the fuck? The world's a gamble.
One more moment of your time?
Life is a gamble, so anything's okay. All right. First question. Grimmy, go.
Yeah, one second. Tell me if you can hear this audio here real quick.
Okay. More audio.
Did you hear the pour?
No, I could not hear that.
All right. I was trying. Anyways, question. I guess we'll start with the home game thing that's in my mind. I really wanted to bug you about last time, but we'll start with it now. How do I even freaking... So, I told you to play these home games here and there. The host, he doesn't have 10 players sometimes, so he just wants to play me heads up for whatever reason. And I oblige. He's pretty friendly. He'll kick me back. His new offer is like, I don't know, we'll play freaking 2-5 or 2-4 blinds. He'll give me 20% of my loss back and a 10% bonus action point if I play him heads up.
Right.
I guess I'm just that much of a heads up whale that he's giving me deals like this. So I can't say no. I'll give him some action. So
Right.
we're playing the other day. I'm down a few $100, end of the night. To his credit, right? 5-6 hands in a row almost. I'm playing the short stack. It's just all in call.
Right.
How many times do we want to go? Twice. We go twice. Chop. 6 hands in a row, basically, like that exact scenario happened. Ship in our 20, 30, 40 big blinds, snap call, we go twice, chop.
Right.
So one time, and the other thing, too, is I kind of have a bit of a history, and he kind of fights fire with fire, too. I still roll the fuck out of this guy whenever possible, as long as it's, bigger than 10 big blinds in the pot, and it's actually, a little bit of pain can be there. I'm going to slow roll. So anyways, one hand, I get an ace, queen of clubs. He ships, I snap call. We go 2 boards, right? I get an ace on the first board. I make nut flush on the second. And I go, you're good, like faking like I'm going to muck. To slow roll him.
Right.
So he tables. He goes, all right, well, I got a set and a pair. I'm like, yep, you scoop.
Right.
Lying, knowing that I scoop. So he's like, oh, nice, because he made a set on the board I had a flush. So long story short, as he starts kind of grabbing for the chips, I go, middle finger to you, basically, and I show him the ace queen of clubs, which is a scooper. But he doesn't quite see the nut flush for some reason, allegedly.
Right.
And he just basically pushes my stack back and quickly wipes the board. So I say to him, what the fuck do you mean I get half my stack back? I get the whole pot. I scoopa. He's like, what do you mean? I had a set. I was like, yeah, but cards speak. I showed you a flush. How was the nuts not good? He's like, didn't look like a nut flush. I was like, well, it was a nut flush. And he's like, no, I'm not going to pay you. And I was like, meanwhile, as I said, this is heads up. There's no other third party, intermediaries. Right. This is straight up heads up,
right.
Creepy in your basement game.
Right.
2-4 blinds.
Right.
It's $100 pot, basically.
You deserve to get angled right there. You 100%
deserve the angle?
You deserve it because you were acting like a fucking dick, which is fine. But if you're going to do that, the super slow roll, let them start, blah, 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 pulling the pot in, the fucking, if you're going all out like that, you have to fucking keep your hand on your cards. You were getting high on your own supply. You were so giddy with your little play that he just outplayed you. He outscummed you. You can't just be.
Oh, yeah, scum me, all right.
Yeah, so if you're gonna be a scum, you gotta like understand that you could get out scummed. You gotta think one step ahead.
Yeah. Well, we came to a decent agreement. I mean, you think I should be 100% scummed, huh?
I think that he has every right to 100% scum you there.
Well, it turned into like a not 100% scum. Basically, we go back and forth for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Basically, I'm like, dude, I'm not going to lie to you over $50. We make more money at our stupid day jobs than we are arguing over this fucking money. Can you just pay me so we can move on? I'm like, I'm going to die on this hill. I'm not going to, let you just take your half the pot. I was like, if there's any help, you want to go flip the cards upside down and see, that they're probably close together, which he does, but he kind of was fishy about it. And he's like, oh, I don't see the queen and the ace of clubs together. As a matter of fact, they're far away. I'm like, dude.
You two idiots, you guys deserve each other. You guys should be locked.
We do. We're made for each other.
You guys should be locked in a cell together.
We got the same first name. We might as well be twins.
He's 7 feet tall, too?
Nah, I'm not even 7. I'm a little less, but he's 6 feet, maybe flat, give or take.
Hey, the chat, there's a guy in the chat named Jonathan Handy, and he says he already told you that you were in the wrong.
Yeah, I think I have an idea who that is. You probably do too. If I told you his 2+2 name, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy."
He also is calling you Scum Star.
Well, if it's the same person I'm thinking of, him and his friends used to call me Dirt Star at the home game. Which, to be honest, Dirt Star, I kind of like that better than Grim Star. It sounds like a little more.
I mean,
I don't know.
Listen,
how you say intimidating?
Listen, you and some idiot at some fucking private home game playing heads up at the end of the night for $50. And
this wasn't even end of the night. It's straight up. He calls me. He's my barber, basically. So that's the way he induced me. It was a $250 haircut. He says, you want to get a haircut? Don't play me in poker. I was like, fuck, it was always fine print. So he cut my hair for free. I bought him a couple slices of pizza, but the part of it is that you got to play me for an hour, 2.5. We play an
what are
hour,
you
turns to
talking
an hour,
about?
2 yards.
He gave you a haircut?
Well, maybe I'm getting a little off topic here, but to give you all the details, yeah, he gave me a freebie haircut. I needed it.
This just got really gay. I mean,
Well,
it
that's
went
why I
from
shouldn't have done it, because I knew you were going to say stuff like that, which
it went
he's married to a woman. As far as I know, he's straight, but what do I know?
it went from
Maybe he's...
this went from stupid to like incredibly gay. Like you guys, so
I
now
left that part out.
but now I'm understanding it now. You guys aren't angling each other. You guys are flirting with each other. This is a giant flirt fest.
F you, guy. I take it serious.
No, but now that he's gently rubbing your scalp. Well,
No, it's a fucking buzz cut, dude.
while getting your bangs just right, and then you're like,
Jesus Christ. It
and
was
then
a 3-minute haircut. He gave me a fucking one haircut because I didn't feel like going to a real barber.
Jesus fucking Christ! You buried the lead. You two are
You
back.
can't comment on barbers when you have hair like that guy.
No, I don't go to. I'm not in a relationship with a barber. I don't even go to the barber.
Exactly. Stick to your expertise of poker sessions, scumming people.
These are my expertise. My expertise is you guys need to fuck. If you haven't fucked already, you just need to get it over with.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Just get it over with. You go rushing to a guy's house for a heads up poker, but before you start, he has to rub your scalp gently while getting your bangs just right, getting your fade just right, and then you guys like scum and reverse scum each other. It's total flirting.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Next topic. Wait,
Well,
let's see.
anyway, you want to hear the deal we ended up coming to?
I know the deal you ended up coming to. It's called fucking 69. Yes, I know the
It
deal.
wasn't 69. It was not quite 69. I wish I got paid $69 because it was 52 exactly each.
Okay,
104
okay.
total.
Tell me the deal. Tell me the deal.
You want to hear the deal, or you don't even care for it? You're just gonna make fun of me.
I want to hear the deal, and I'm gonna make fun of you.
All right, that's fine. You can do both.
Okay, what was it?
First, he says, "I'll give you a quarter out of the goodness of my heart." I don't trust you, Scumstar. I think you're lying to me, but I'll give you a quarter out of the goodness of my heart. And I'll go, no. This isn't out of the goodness of your heart. That's a half pay. I want a full pay.
Right.
We go back and forth, 30, 40 minutes. He goes, 35 is the most I'll give you. And I'm like, come on, man. You get a shirt me $20 or whatever. He's like, all right, 36. So we grab 36. He gives me a beer for the road. I say it's a $16 beer. We huff and puff. I huff and puff. He hits me up to play poker the other day. He ends up going to the casino anyway, so it never happened. But he finally, I give him a hard time about the $16. He says he goes to the council of his 2-3 poker player friends that apparently all know me.
Right.
And the council came back with the ruling that just pay Scumstar the fucking money. But then his fucking ruling, instead of giving me the 16 flat straight out like he ought to,
Right.
he says, all right, next 2 times we play, if you lose, I'll throw you $8 extra. And I'm like, why can't you just give me the $16, guy? Why you gotta have all these fucking fine print? And he's like, well, if you lose, it's a kickback, and if you win, you stick me for my paper. So, like, what are you complaining about? So, I don't know. With all the kickback deals he gives me, and
Jonathan
fair, guess, right?
Handy in the chat says that you're cheap as fuck, and you spend $1,000 a year on food.
He wanted to side bet me, this guy. I told him I would side bet that I could go under 1K a year on food. He didn't want to take the bet because he knows I would probably crush it.
How do you go under 1K a year on food? That's under $20 a week.
I mean, listen, Italians love our pasta. You know how fucking cheap it is to make a pound of pasta? You can do it in like $2.50.
But it's going to taste like shit.
I eat it for a year and I win a big side bet, and, I eat good the next year.
Unfucking believable. Lilliputian Petrodactyl says he has a Tom Goldstein trial update. Text release between Goldstein and Paul Pois discussing Tom Dwan losing 350 million Hong Kong dollars in one session in London, and Paul Pois was tilted about it. I'm guessing he was less tilted than you think. It almost seems like they were just cheating Tom DeWan so that Paul Pawak could keep him as his personal white slave. Because I mean, and Tom DeWan's obviously has gone batshit crazy. I think that's what happens to you when you've been kept in a basement, like in a Chinese basement in chains for too long. Um, but yeah, that is something that they do over there. Is I'm not cheating. I'm not talking about cheating. These super rich Chinese guys have like a white guy avatar that plays poker for them. And they'll have a poker game and none of the Chinese guys are playing. They're all having their white guy avatar play for them. It makes them feel, pretty important. Like, hey, I got a white slave. He plays poker for me.
Well, I guess I got a follow-up question regarding just home games in general. That was kind of just
Hold
the
up,
beginning
hold
of
up,
the
hold up, hold
rabbit
up, hold
hole.
up, hold up. Let's see what else is going on in chat. Uh, uh this Jonathan Handy's going off on you tonight, or Jonathan D. John
Yeah, me and Jonathan, whatever, we got a little beef between us. We'll not get into
Jonathan
that
D
right now.
says you don't keep paper towels in your house. You can use toilet paper. It's the same thing. So this is the guy you hang out with who's just going off on you?
You want to hear a funny story about this guy? I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'll say this much. One time, last time I visited his apartment, I didn't do a courtesy flush, let's just say, and well, his landlord's a little upset at me.
So wait,
And the
you went
landlord
in.
happens to be a guy who threatened to shoot me if he sees me on the street one time. I think I mentioned that guy before, but yeah, I think it's all about that courtesy flush. So yeah, we have some history, me and this guy.
You went in and like wrecked his toilet. You like fired a
Not on
giant.
purpose. I'm a 7 foot ogre. I can't help it. I didn't like purposely like
If
come to cause harm. It just happened by
if
accident.
you're 7 feet fucking tall, what wouldn't you at some point realize you just can't go into random people's houses and take a dump? You're gonna clog their toilet. It's just too big. It's fucking the size of a baby or something.
So I don't know. It surprised me. I wasn't expecting
The
that.
size of your dump surprised you.
Well, yeah, everyone's upset. He says the plumber was upset. Everybody was upset in this situation.
Oh God, John Handy. If you want to call in, feel free to call in. Maybe you and Grim can set up a prop bet on air about eating or how much how much his dump might weigh. I don't know. Maybe you guys could set. Maybe you could challenge Grimmy to a prop bet on air. Seems like you know him pretty well.
Yeah, we know each other a little too well, unfortunately. So with that said, I'm going to do him a little favor. I told him I was going to charge him $5,000 a question, but I'll give him a freebie.
Okay.
He had some questions for you. He's afraid to call in.
Oh,
Let's see what questions this guy has.
so now you're doing questions for the guy who will shoot you if he sees you?
No, his landlord will shoot me. If he
Oh,
sees
his
me.
landlord.
But that was kind of a joke. We were just joking around. He never actually shot me yet.
I don't know if I want to hear you read off. The guy should have the balls to call in. Even Noodles has the balls to call
I think
in.
he's overseas. He doesn't want to pay the stupid fucking bill, the phone bill. So I kind of get where he's coming from.
It's another one of your broke ass friends. All right, I get it. All right, ask the question.
Yes, you were correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's got a lot. These are personal questions about you. I don't know which one to choose, but anyways, he's asking about what's a good one? Let's do the one that we all want to know.
Okay.
How do you prepare and how do you ingest the psychedelic cacti? We assume that you grow this cactus yourself.
Yeah.
How often do you take the cacti, etc.?
Well, there's two kinds basically of psychedelic cactus. There's peyote and there's San Pedro. Peyote is a very tiny cactus. You could just eat it. Doesn't taste that great, and it's gonna give you a stomach ache and probably make you puke. But before that happens, you're gonna be on you're gonna be another universe. Okay, you enter another universe. They're very high mescaline. Mescaline. If you ever remember Fear and
Noodle
Loathing.
talks about mescaline. I don't know the first thing about it. It's a tripping thing.
You remember Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
I've seen it once or twice.
Somewhere near Barstow, the mescaline kicked in. Famous line from that movie. And then San Pedro, you peel it, sort of like a potato. The green skin, it's like a big green cactus like you'd see on TV. You peel the skin off like basically like a potato, then you boil the skin and make a tea, and then you drink the tea. If you do a really good job with it, you won't get sick. If you do a crappy job, then you will get sick, and again, you'll end up very high in another planet. Somewhere near Barstow, the mescaline will kick in.
So I guess my follow-up question is, I mean, anyone can grow a cactus, but what makes it psychedelic?
It's
How do you prepare the psychedelic part?
it,
Like what I'm at?
the cactus. It's the same as psychedelic mushrooms or marijuana. The plant is filled with drugs. Like psychedelic mushrooms, the mushrooms are filled with psilocybin. Marijuana, the marijuana plant is filled with whatever cannabis is. I don't know what the actual drug is. I don't smoke weed.
So it's a breed of cactus. It's not every cactus can become psychedelic, only certain types.
Yeah, there's basically only two types: San Pedro, which is Trichocereus, and Lophophora, which is peyote. Those are the only two.
Mm.
And you can grow
Hypothetically, if I
them.
wanted to try to grow it in my house with no sunlight, is that doable, or it needs natural sunlight?
Where the Ask yourself, where the fuck do cactus grow?
The desert?
Yeah,
Las
exactly.
Vegas?
So you really think a cactus is gonna grow on your windowsill in fucking the Bronx?
It'd be cool if I could. I would give it a try.
There's a
Would you say no
zero.
deal?
There's a 0% chance. Okay, here's how you know whether you can grow the cactus or not. Look out your window. Do you see any fucking cactus?
Negative.
Then yeah, that'd be a 0. Now, if you live in Las Vegas, you look out your window, you see cactus. You live in Los Angeles, you look out your window, you see cactus. Phoenix, blah blah blah, the entire Southwest. You can grow as much of this as you want. Texas, but yeah, no, the Northeast, no cactus. You in the
It's
north
legal
in
to
the
grow?
Northeast, if you want to get your mescaline, you're gonna have to go down to Harlem.
Cross 110th.
Yeah, right across 110th Street.
See, when you're coming from where I'm coming from, it's not across 110th. It's on my side of 110th.
You go
I'm already above it. I'm
you
in
go
Yonkers.
you go down to 110th Street.
Exactly.
See, yeah, that's
You cross 110th, now you're in like Midtown.
if you have to go down to 110th Street, that probably means you spend less than $1,000 a year on food.
Sure.
Uh,
Anyways, home game stuff ready?
okay, let me see here. We got some more things in here. Lilliputian Petrodactyl says that overseas calls are free. You probably just have to use, one of these free services like Skype or something. Scott asked, any more sports picks from Noodles? I think Noodles will call in. Oh, speak of the devil, I think he's right here. Yeah,
You fell up here.
Noodles, is that you?
Hey, Noodles here.
I figured you would call in to take your victory lap over your amazing picks.
Well, I mean, I have to. I announced it like, what, 2-3 times?
Yeah. And now,
But
Noodles,
anyway, I had a question for you. I was just over here and Glenn started talking.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on DMT, and would you take DMT?
No, I don't. My thoughts on drugs is I'm not interested in them. Like, if you could.
No. Yeah, Grimstorm's making you out to be like Joe Rogan, like some big psychedelic guy.
Well, I grow cactus that are psychedelic, but I'm actually not interested in that. Like, I'm actually more interested in the cactus. That said,
Do you like microdose things, or?
no, I don't microdose anything. I don't macrodose anything. I will try something. I would try something, but it's not a big interest of mine. Like, I'm not trying to escape reality. I like reality. I'm very, very happy with reality. The idea of doing something to escape reality does not appeal to me. And any time that I've been in any sort of state where I am slipping away from reality, I do not like it. It is not fun for me. I don't enjoy it. So no, I'm not interested in using any drugs whatsoever. But if you're growing something in your yard that could have an interesting effect on you, I would say, that's sort of fun. You're growing it in your yard. Give it a try. But it's not something that I'm, at this point in my life, I'm only interested in the cactus. As lame as that sounds, I actually just enjoy growing cactus.
I mean, pretty cool.
um, let's see here. Do you know this guy, Noodles, Jonathan D?
If
No,
if I told him his real name or his slang name, then yes, Noodles will recognize Noodles. You know Jocko, right?
uh, right.
This guy Jocko is calling in and smashing on Grim today. Said that Grim took a giant shit in his toilet and clogged it up. Has Grim ever
Wait. I heard about this story.
has Grim ever come to your house, Noodles, and clogged up your toilet?
Yeah,
He has.
I can. Grimstar is a confirmed spitter when he goes to home games. I can confirm that. Yeah.
Grimstar, why the fuck? And you see, I knew that you did this. I knew it.
It's a fact.
I knew that you were fucking going and clogging up people's toilets. You're a big fucking giant ogre. Like, what do you think, Noodles, since you're really good at handicapping things, will you put the over-under on the weight of one of Grimstar's shits?
Oh, shit. All right, over under Grimstar is stolen. How long is the game?
No, how big is one of his shits? Like, let's say he went and he ate all you can eat Chinese buffet, and then he came to your home game and he went to take a shit in the bathroom. What's the over under on how much that shit weighs?
Okay, no, I was gonna say the over under on if he just takes this shit in general. A game is probably like one flat.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Like one flat.
50-50.
Maybe one over.
How much do you think one of these things weighs?
enough to clog it.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. All right, people in the chat, Noodles. People in the chat want another pick, another lock.
Oh man, they gotta be more specific. I've been
Anything.
doing pretty good in college basketball lately.
Okay,
March Madness coming up.
it can be anything you want in the entire world, Noodles. Give us your number one fucking lock of the week.
All right, let me call back in, sir.
Okay, call back in with your lock of the week. Okay, everybody, you got that to look forward to. Noodles will be calling back with the 5 diamond break your bookie lock of the week. Anybody who wants to call in, you can 516-259-9515. As you can see, no topic is out of bounds. Next question, Grimstar.
Since we're chatting about home games, this is an important one if you are a frequenter of home games. So when you play a home game, like whether it's your own home game or someone else's, what kind of wacky cheating behavior are you most on the lookout for besides people slipping in the, chips or whatever? That's why you suggest using the casino chips in the past. Like what kind of preventative measures can we do to reinforce ethical gaming behavior and mitigate suspicious gaming activity from the home game players without requiring any strapped up security or baseball bat activity? Like how do you prevent these guys from cheating pretty much? Like friendly.
Listen to me. You're very unlikely to get straight cheated. The way that they're going to, because that's cheating is hard work. Very fucking hard work. Guess what isn't hard work? Just raking more. So if you're playing in most of your games are so fucking tiny, a $1, $2 game or whatever. And there's
3, 2, 4.
Okay, let's say you're playing in a 2-5 game. And on every street, they're taking a nickel. Much easier than cheating you is just in big pots where everybody's not fucking watching very close. Take 2 or 3 nickels or take a quarter. Nobody's going to fucking notice. And a good dealer can do this. They don't need to be like fucking David Blaine, They don't need to be some fucking magician to just slip a bigger chip down. Like if there's a big pot going on, when the dealer burns and turns, at the second that he turns that card down, no one on earth watches him. And as he slides his hand back, he can take any size chip he wants and slide it right into the hole. Nobody will ever notice. So that's the number one way that home game hosts, quote unquote, cheat you, is they just double or triple rake you. They're not going to fucking be sitting there learning how to deal seconds or bottom deal or stack decks or fucking. That's fucking such hard work. You got to be in prison for like 5 years, fucking nonstop, nothing better to do to figure that shit out. Nobody's fucking doing that. That's number one. The number.
Can I follow up something quick, or you want to?
Well, I'm going to tell you the number 2 way that you're going to be cheated. The number 2 way, and the first one, yes, I consider that cheating, so we'll call that cheating. The second way that you're going to be cheated is the host is going to have people playing in the game that are basically on his bankroll, on his dime, and they're going to be instructed when they play with each other or when they play with the host, when they're in a hand with each other or when they're in a hand with the host, to play like fucking spazzes, to advertise the game and to make the pots extra big so that so that he can rake, so they can rake more, okay? So they're not even going to cheat you per se. They're never going to actually cheat you. They're just going to falsely advertise the way that the game is being played. None of these people are smart enough to cheat you. None of these people want to cheat you and have a big fist fight or a stabbing or a shooting. They're raking too much fucking money to risk that. But they will falsely advertise the amount of action. So you'll come in and you'll see 2 guys, Billy and Johnny or whatever, and then you'll see them play a 500 or 600 big blind pot, and then Billy will beat Johnny with ace high. And everybody will be going, sick, that's so fucking sick. Oh my God, how do you make that fucking call? Oh, sick. Right? And then you'll be thinking to yourself, oh my God, if I'm in a fucking pot with Billy or Johnny, I'm not fucking folding anything. I'm fucking getting value from everything. Meanwhile, Billy and Johnny only play that way against each other because they're both being staked by the host. So when you're in a pot with Billy or Johnny, they're going to show you a fucking hand and you're going to get all your money, okay? So that isn't exactly cheating in a way where you have to practice. There's no practice. The host can just tell them, you're all playing with my money, shitheads. When you're in a pot with each other, just play like a fucking spaz. When it's just us. When it's just us, play like a spaz. And Billy or Johnny might go, but I'm not a cheater. And you say, it's not cheating. Never cheat anyone. Play 100% normal against anybody you're playing with. Expect them to play 100% normal with you. I'm just saying, when you're playing with my money, I want you to have fun and play like a spaz. Can you have fun, Billy, or do you want to go home? I want to have fun. Can you have fun, Johnny, or do you want to go home? I want to have fun. So we're all going to have a bunch of fucking fun when we're in a pot together, right? Right. Okay? So those are the 2 ways that private game hosts cheat the most. And it's because it isn't technically cheating. In the first one, it's more like stealing than cheating. And you can just blame it on the dealer. The dealer can say, I forgot that I already raked that street. You can get away with that for a million years. Number 1. Number 2, none of the players involved actually feel like they're cheating. They feel like they're just advertising an action game. So those are the 2 things you want to look out for. Other than that, there's nothing to look out for, really. If a professional cheater who can, deal seconds without catching a hanger, Sarge, or can stack decks or bring in cold decks, you're never going to know what hit you. If they fucking have on glasses and they can see marks on the decks, you're never going to know what hit you, so it's just not even worth thinking about. I mean, basically, if you see too much weird stuff, you just don't come back. That's all you can do. If you see too much weird stuff, you just don't come back. Now, a much easier way to handle this is just play in the fucking casino. Just play in the fucking casino and it solves this entire thing. We don't have to talk for 15 minutes about it. You play in the fucking casino, you don't have these problems. You play in the fucking casino, the toilets work. You don't clog the fucking toilet. The toilet has a fucking 18,000 pounds of fucking pressure per square inch. It gets your giant baby-sized turd down the fucking toilet. Just play in the fucking casino.
Well, I've seen something that kind of, this was years and years ago, but it comes to mind that you mentioned it, at an actual casino. Borgata, 510, 2000 each. We're playing shorthanded. I thought this one guy was kind of tilty.
Right.
I don't want to give like full government names, but let's just say one of the guys was just super pro.
Is his
always
name
there, super
is
reg.
his name Jocko?
No, his name's not Jocko. His name was Nick.
Okay.
We called him Nick the Brick, because I think he was from Brick, New Jersey. Now, I'm giving way too much information about this guy, but he's just a super pro. Whether he still plays or not, I don't know, but he was a super pro when I was there. The other guy was like a son of a Supreme Court justice. Anyways, I think they were kind of doing, or I think he was at least, but I'm pretty sure he is. I think that they were doing that shit you were talking about where they just advertised. Like, there was a giant pot, like, I don't know, 2-3K pot, where like ace high was good. Or we went like, bet, call, like ace high, no pair, no draw.
Right.
And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe like ace high's good. Like, I think there's a chance, even in casinos, it's not tough to do that behavior you're talking about of like, just play crazy to, you know, make it seem like they're nuts.
Yeah,
when really, when they're in a pot with you, they have the goods.
Yeah, that's not hard at all. That happens all the time.
Right. So, I don't know. I guess something to be on the look for even in casinos, too. Like you're saying as if casinos, you're never going to deal with that. I think that you do have to deal with it just as much, if not.
Well,
maybe
in
more.
the casino, you don't. Okay, maybe in the Borgata, you might have to deal with it but I don't know. But I haven't been there a long time. When I was at the Borgata, it was a big room with a lot of games going. I don't know if that's true anymore. But in Los Angeles, if you're at like the Commerce and you play, let's say 5-5, there's 15 games going. You'd never have to worry about this because there's just so many fucking tables going. People to make a deal with another guy to play spazzy when you're in the same game with him, and then to get at the same table is it's a waste of time. It's dumb. What if you guys both end up at the same table with all your stupid fucking advertising and you're at the worst table in the casino? You would have been better off not doing that and just playing at any one of the other fucking 14 games going between 5-5 and 5-10. Like, so if you're like I was telling Elon the other day, if you're in the fucking Yukon territory in a fucking casino with two tables, which is basically just a bar or tavern, yeah, there might be a lot of weird stuff you have to worry about because these people are there every day and you're just like fresh meat coming in from out of town and they don't give a fuck because you're going to be gone in 2 weeks. But if you're at a real fucking card room, if you're at the Aria or if you're at the Bellagio or if you're at the Commerce or you're at the Bicycle Club or you're at the Hollywood Park or even probably if you're at the Lodge or one of these big fucking card rooms, these things just, it's not, yes, can it happen? Yes. Does it happen from time to time? Yes. Is it worth even thinking about? No, it's not even worth thinking about. If you're just choosing good games, playing in good games, table selecting well, and playing a very strong exploitative style against the fish in these games, you're going to make plenty of money, as much money as you could, as basically you could hope to make, and any tiny amount of cheating might scratch one big blind a week off of your fucking total take or something. It just doesn't matter. It absolutely does not matter at those stakes. Now, if you decide to play 100, 200, you're back to what I said before. You're in a microscopic player pool, and in microscopic player pools, sometimes wacky shit can happen because everybody starts to know each other really well and people start to come up with plans. It's easy to come up with plans because you sort of know how things are going to go down. But in a giant fucking player pool, this just isn't happening. There's just too many fish in the sea. There's no reason. Now, especially in medium low stakes, like 5-5, 5-10. Now, for you, that's probably nosebleeds. But for most people, that's medium low stakes, you know.
My nose does bleed when I play 5-10, but I don't think it's because of the stakes.
It's probably because you fucking push so hard that you give yourself a fucking massive fucking roid. All your fucking blood vessels are popping. Lily Pution Petrodactyl says, is Houston Curtis really the deck mechanic god he claims to be? I've seen Houston Curtis do some card stuff, but it wasn't, I don't know if he was like trying to impress anybody, but it wasn't that impressive. I mean, I only say that because I've seen people do stuff, mind-boggling stuff. there used to be a guy that ran a private game in Los Angeles named Danny Scott. Some people knew him as Danny Ocean. He was a magician, and he would be sometimes at the Magic Castle, and he ran a game near the Magic Castle at a sushi joint, and he would deal the game, and he would play in the game too. But sometimes, like when everybody was going outside to smoke a cigarette or we were eating pizza or something, he would show some of the things that he could do with a deck of cards, and they were like, woo! Maybe you shouldn't show us that, buddy. He could just throw the deck out completely random, turn it all face up, wash it, flip it back over, wash it, shuffle it, deal out 4 hands, and deal one guy aces every single time and put an ace on the flop. Yeah, it was pretty magical. So there are things that people could do. Now, of course, this guy lost so much fucking money in the game, I don't think he was cheating anybody. If he was cheating, I more than welcome his cheating, because he was just cheating enough to lose slower. Sometimes, like I said, there used to be a couple Indian guys who played in the PLO game who were always trying to cheat. They were always trying to squeeze, and they lost so much fucking money. People would say, but Abe, they're trying to squeeze. Apu and Abdul, they're trying to fucking squeeze. When one of them has aces, the other one min raises, and the other guy comes over the top. And I said, have you ever seen either of them leave with money? And then the answer is always, no, I've never seen either of them fucking leave with money. And I'm like, then leave them the fuck alone. Let them do whatever they think they're doing. I don't give a fuck, because if I confront them, you will never see them again. So these are your choices. Do you want me to confront them and start a huge fight and they go the fuck back to India or where the fuck and never come back in again? Or do you want them to keep losing $5,000 a week? These are your choices. And then, of course, when people think about it the smart way, they're like, oh, just let them keep losing. We don't give a fuck.
Well, there was one wacky Instagram reel I came across in my, countless time doom scrolling where I seen a wedding ring mirror thing where someone's dealing cards, and if you reflect off your wedding ring, you can see the card as you're dealing them. There's simple bullshit like that. Putting a camera somewhere, marking the cards, like you said before.
See, okay, you're dealing. Here's what I want you to do. Go online or the back of the Cracker Jack box, or wherever the fuck you think that stupid ring is, order it, buy it, and try to use it. I guarantee you it does not work the way you think it works. I guarantee you it's harder than fucking hell to pick up the cards as they're quickly zipping by that wedding ring, number one. Number two, I guarantee you...
As the dealer, you can take your sweet-ass time as
No, you can't take your fucking sweet-ass time. Oh my fucking God, Grim. If you're sitting in a fucking game and the dealer is grabbing the fucking top card, and then as it goes by the ring finger on his left hand, he's slowing down. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no fucking way that works. This is Cracker Jack box shit, okay? You would have to practice for so fucking long to be able to read those fucking cards as they went by your ring finger on your left hand. That's number one. Number two, let's say you can read the cards. If you haven't stacked the deck, all you know is that you've dealt one of your confederates in the game. You know what you've dealt them. You know that you've dealt somebody else, but you don't really know how the hand is going to play out. You don't know anything about how it's going to play out. But now you have to come up with...
You know the marks cards.
Okay, but now you have to come up with... If the cards are marked, that's a different story, because then the player doesn't need signals from the dealer. If the dealer is the only person that can see the cards reflecting off their stupid fucking ring, then he has to signal his confederate and the other player that's in the hand. He has to signal his confederate the hand of the other player that's in the hand. And he doesn't even know how the flop, turn, and river is going to come. It's such a fucking waste of time. This is like... And you're playing $1, fucking $2, and fucking the South Bronx.
Confusing. We don't need to make it a 3, 4, 5 person operation. It's just, let's say you're playing a deal yourself game, whatever you call that, and you just happen to know one of your opponent's cards. When he's strong, you fold, and when he's weak, you bluff him out pre-flop before he has a chance to see the flop.
Listen, you spend more time worrying about stupid shit than any fucking person I know. Give me a question from the other guy. Your questions are tilting the shit out of me.
All
Oh,
right,
ring.
fine. We'll go back to the other guy. He's got quite a few. They're very personal. I don't know why. So you think I'm obsessed with you? This guy's really obsessed with
A
you.
fucking
Anyways,
reflective ring. I've heard it all now. It's fucking reflective.
another question is, and I'm giving this guy another $5,000 free roll. I should be charging this guy so much freaking money for these questions. But he says, another one is, do you wear shorts when you're golfing? If so, when you're going in the bushes looking for golf balls, how often have you got a nasty bite or some other health issue from going through that? Any ticks or infections? Because it seems to always happen to him.
Okay. I do not wear shorts. I do not own shorts. I have not. Shorts are for children. Children wear shorts. Adults wear pants. Okay? That's number one. Number two, golf is a game of gentlemen. Gentlemen do not wear shorts on the golf course. You wear trousers, slacks at all times. I don't have to worry about ticks getting on me or a cactus or any other fucking shit because I have on normal pants like a normal adult man, not a child. All right? Fuck shorts.
Careful what you wish for. You're going to get another stupid question from this guy.
I actually liked that question because it gave me the chance to say something that always boggles people's minds. Their minds are always boggled by the fact that I don't own shorts and I won't wear shorts. Like sometimes like guys I'm golfing with are like, we should all fucking pitch in and fucking enough money to make you so that you'll wear fucking shorts, or we should the next time we bet, like instead of like $100 a hole or whatever, we bet that if you lose you have to wear shorts. I'm like, fuck that, I'm not wearing no fuck. I don't even own shorts. I'm like, okay, but if I lose, you guys also got to buy me a fucking pair of shorts because I don't own any fucking shorts. So whatever. But then they never go through with it. So what do I care? The options owl says men wear pants. You're damn right. Yes, shorts are for children. For children, especially shorts on a golf course. A golf course is a gentleman's game. You wear, like I already said, slacks, trousers, a belt, a golf shirt with a collar. You're not, fucking golf has turned into fucking such shit now. All these fucking redneck cocksuckers got their music playing. You do not play music on a golf course. The only music you should hear on a golf course is birds fucking chirping. You should not be hearing Sweet Home Alabama. That is one thing I should not be hearing on a golf course. Sweet Home Alabama. I should hear birds fucking chirping. That's it. Next question.
All right, this one's from yours truly. Let's just say hypothetically I want to get rich off of the rake.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm willing to do a little bit of the wacky side stuff you've talked about before,
right,
as much as necessary to keep the players happy, like giving them some comps.
Right.
Maybe play a little extra spazzy if you need to, like you said, where there's guys that rake 5K a fucking night in a home game and they play so spazzy they expect to dump 3K, but still net profit.
Okay, hold on, Grimmy. Hermosa Beach, you're on with me and Grimstar. His question's tilting me, so I'm going to go to you. Hermosa Beach, what's up?
Hey, Limon, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Okay, I just want to ask a question. Came to my mind. Let's say that a young poker player, and by young I mean somewhere around age 25, not quite 30.
Right.
They put up a big number over the course of the year. Like, let's say a milli, and they went up to you and said, "Hey, Limon, you know what? I had a good year. Semi-competent player, but I don't have a freaking clue what to do with this money, and I've seen too many disasters, guys 10, 20, 30 years older than me who are playing poker,
right,
and I don't want that shit." Look, well, what would you say? I'm asking you for a little help. What would you say to the young guy?
Can you give me the question in like one sentence? Somehow I lost track of what you were asking.
The guy had a good year playing poker,
right,
he made a milli, but he has no clue what to do with money.
Right.
And he's asking you for some advice and help moving forward because he doesn't want to go broke.
Okay, $1 million he made.
Not me, I'm just saying hypothetically.
Oh.
A young guy did that and asked you for advice.
Well, okay, here's the advice. I mean, this is going to be like a little bit out there, but it's important to think this way. I'm going to give you a way of thinking about it. If you come into a lot of money, what's very important is that you figure out what it is that makes you happy in life. This is the most important thing that you can do. And then you have to figure out how much that costs. So luckily for most people, when they actually go and do, when they get a big watch, doesn't make them happy. They get a car, doesn't make them happy. They go, they do this, that, doesn't make them happy. And then they realize, here's what makes me happy. Dinners with my friends, or going golfing, or, backpacking through fucking Europe, or, they figure out the things that make them actually happy, like just laying in bed or fucking watching TV or whatever. So once you sort of have an idea of what makes you happy and what brings you joy in life, then you can budget around that based on the amount of money that you've come into and the amount of money that you will need to continue that lifestyle. So to tell somebody like, invest in this or invest in that, or play this big or play that big, or play different games, or blah, 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 that's actually sort of like bad advice, because you can do all that and still be broke all the time. The thing you want to do is figure out what your lifestyle costs, and then you can sort of organize your life around that. And once you organize your life around what your happy lifestyle actually costs, what to do with your money becomes a lot easier, and how to invest your money becomes a lot easier, and how to use your money becomes a lot easier. So if a guy came into a decent amount of money playing cards, the first question he wants to ask himself is, does he love playing cards? And if he loves playing cards, the best investment that he's going to make is just back into himself. There isn't really a much better investment that you can ever make except back into yourself if you have something that you love to do and you don't feel like it's going to be a waste of time, even if you blow through a lot of money. And usually people who do that end up not blowing through a lot of money. They end up making really good decisions because they're investing in themselves and something that gives them joy. But you just need to be honest. You need to be honest about what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you like, what you dislike, and what makes you happy when you're all alone. When you're all alone, what makes you happy? And then once you have these things figured out, the rest of it falls into place much easier. If you don't figure out this part first, you're just going to be like a dog chasing its tail. You're going to be like a chicken with its head cut off. You're going to constantly be wondering why you just keep fucking everything up. And it's because you didn't start with the basics. What makes me happy when I'm all alone? How much does that fucking cost? What do I want to do with my future? Is there a way for me to invest my time and money in that endeavor? If that endeavor fails, will it still be worth the time that I put in? Yada, yada, yada. And like once you go through this sort of like checklist, everything will become a lot easier. Because if the checklist is just, I want another million, or whatever I did before is going to equal another million, that doesn't work out. It never works out. Sometimes you just got lucky, and the greatest thing that a person can ever do when they get lucky is realize they got lucky, stop, take a deep breath, and don't fuck it up. I mean, I don't know. That's all I know about this stuff.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Hermosa Beach.
Okay, talk to you later.
If you have you got another question?
Well, it's sort of related to that. I was asked this question by a young person. I've been asked it several times over the course of a few years, and processing what you said, because I gave a very different answer. But there was some overlap with what you mentioned, but I worded it quite differently. But I'm thinking about what you said, and I really like it because if you don't have the foundation, if you don't actually spend any time thinking about what you want to do and what you enjoy doing,
Right.
then, you know, I'm closer to 60 than 50, but I still feel like I'm 20, 25.
Right.
But the point is, time goes by quickly, and once you lose that, it's very hard to play catch up past a certain point.
Well, you know, that's what they say about Generation X. Generation X was 30 years old when they were 10 years old, and they're 30 years old when they're 50 years old.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Because Generation X was the last free-range children. We were the last free-range children on planet Earth. There will never be another free-range child on planet Earth after us because we were the last generation that nobody knew where we were. We had a phone. No, there was no phone. There was no phone. There was no text. There was no nothing. You were just a free range. You had to grow up quick.
Yeah.
And because you had to grow up quick, you just want to stay that age forever.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the party never ended, so I'm just going to I'm going to stay on this track.
Well, hell yeah, you live out there on the Strand in Hermosa Beach.
It's not too bad.
You know, people always say, oh, California's so expensive. Oh, it costs so much. Why is California so expensive? If anybody wants to know why California is so fucking expensive, I want you to do one thing. I want you to go to the Strand on Newport Beach on the 4th of July. If you go to the Strand, Newport Beach, Hermosa Beach, or Newport either, or anywhere along the fucking beach, along any place on the 4th of fucking July, you'll be like, I will pay $1 billion to stay here for the rest of my life.
Limon, let me tell you how true that is. When I was an 8-year-old in the 70s, I had a freaking paper route in Chicago, and let me tell you, walking around at 6 in the morning, freezing my little nuts off, saying this fucking sucks is total bullshit.
Right.
And when I walk around on the Strand, I don't even have to wait for the 4th of July. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be walking by the beach. And when I see what I see, I'm going to say I agree 100% with what you said. And you don't have to walk around as an 8-year-old freezing your ass off in below zero temperatures to understand that. Just think about it a little bit, and you'll get there.
I just said the 4th of July because on the 4th of July in Hermosa Beach, there's a lot of women
oh my God.
Desecrating the flag. There are many women desecrating our great flag in G-strings with the stars and stripes pulled way up there.
They're patriotic.
Very patriotic. Very patriotic. Thank you, Hermosa Beach. Call in anytime, all right?
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. There he goes, Hermosa Beach. All right, Grimmy. Let's see what's going on in chat, all right? Let's see what's going on in chat. John D says he told you his questions are gold compared to the shit that you ask. You know, they're different. He does say that Grim asked the same variation on 3 home game questions. And that is true, Grim. I think he's sort of right about that. Like, at least 50% of your questions are about you having trouble at home games. Either getting kicked out, being cheated, not being invited back, just endless fucking trouble with home games. I mean, tonight we did solve one of them, figuring out that you're just flirting with the host. At least we figured out one of your problems. But I mean, why? It's just endless, the fucking amount of problems you had at home games. It seems like the easiest thing for you to do would just be to play in casinos.
Sooner than later, hopefully they're opening up one in my hometown of Queens. We'll see.
So who's going to run the casino in Queens? Is it Wynn or what?
I think it's Resorts World.
Oh, Resorts World.
There's going to be 3.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
First is going to be Resorts World. That's coming soon to a theater near you in the next month or two, hopefully.
Right. Have you went?
They already have a fucking racetrack there. They're going to have blackjack in a couple weeks, and then they're going to have poker hopefully shortly after.
All right.
but apparently that's like kind of the more hood area. Not that these next ones aren't that much better. The next one they're going to do after that in the next 4 or 5 years of doing construction, allegedly, City Field's going to have one right next door.
Okay.
And that's owned by the Mets guy, I think. They got Cohen or something. He owns the Mets. Now
Yeah.
he owns the next door casino.
Yeah.
And third, and last but absolutely not least, the Donald Trump Links Casino in the South Bronx, coming soon.
Well, you know
That
what?
one I'm kind of dying for.
You know what? Here's the thing. You're very fucking lucky to be there when these open, because when they open, it's going to be like a gold rush. It's going to be amazing. It's not going to last
I'm
forever.
surprised you're not flying out to fucking, advantage play.
No.
Some fresh dealers.
No, I'm retired. It doesn't matter to me anymore. It's just it's not worth taking 1 minute out of my day, because it's not going to change anything. If I went there and won 6 figures, it changes nothing in my life, but it does tilt me to have to fucking get on a plane and fly across the country. So it's not worth the tilt factor for the money. For the
And they
possible.
literally are handing it away in a brand new casino. I'll just throw in one little tidbit story. They opened up one in upstate New York, the one I'm banned from. I heard stories about the opening week or whatever. They had dealers. You give the dealer $1,000 and they give you a stack of black chips.
Right.
They just give you an extra 1,000. They're just clueless. They're just giving away free money.
So
at these new casinos.
Grim, the most important thing for you to do is to be mentally prepared when this place opens. You got to be ready to kick some ass.
Why do you think I call it Pokersesh fucking from start to finish every week? I'm getting ready for the Pokersesh.
Well, let me give you some things you should be working on right now. Number 1,
Let me get my notebook. All right, go ahead.
you should be working on counting cards. Okay? Because then when the casino opens, you have more than one thing that you can be doing. You can either be playing poker or counting cards. Okay? Number 2, you should be working on using online forums and discussions to figure out any other advantage play that might be going on in a casino, or just your connections to figure out other advantage play going on in a casino. Number 3, you should be greasing the floor men, so that while there's tons of fucking loose money flowing around, they're giving you very quick access to it. Like you jump lists, you jump boards, you jump table change lists, yada, yada, yada. And then
Some casinos have that rule where you can't grease them for some reason, or at least they claim that.
there's
I don't
no
know. Maybe that's not a
fucking...
Cali thing.
Listen, it doesn't matter. You fucking tell them, you say, hey, listen, whatever it is that you want them to do, you mention that to them. You tell them how good they are at doing that. Like you say, like, you know what? There's a lot of people here. Nobody runs the table change list better than you. You're always fucking right on top of it. And whenever I'm on there, you get me in the table. I just want to give you a little token of my appreciation. And then you give them a decent tip, at least.
Redbird, $5.
No, not $5 At least
Greenbird, $25?
at least 25. Yeah. Unless you're playing $1, $2. If you're playing $1, $2, you can give them 10. Give them.
I don't even know if they're going to spread that in the Bronx or New York City. It's a lot of money over there. I doubt they're going to go that low. They might have 2.5 as the lowest game people
Yeah,
are
exactly.
speculating. We'll see.
So for 2.5, you're gonna, because you want to tip him. You don't have to tip him every week. You just have to tip. Here's the thing: if you give him
Once a
five,
month?
here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something. If you give a guy $5 every week, or you give him $25 the first time you see him, you're going to get far more by giving the guy $25 the first time you see him. Okay? Because a lot of people are probably giving him nickels and he doesn't even fucking notice it, but he's going to notice it when somebody gives him a quarter. Okay? And then you got to remember something. Being nice goes a long ways. Like, a lot of people are not nice. They treat, I think floormen are basically dumber than shit, right? But I treat them like they're fucking geniuses, all right? They don't know that I know that they're fucking failed gamblers who are dumber than fucking shit. And so, they think I'm the nicest fucking guy they talk to. That is how I try to present myself, because I want to try to make sure that I get extra benefits here and there. Now, once I realize I'm not going to get any benefits here or there because there's other guys who are always going to tip more than me, then, maybe our relationship changes. But in the early stages, I always try to stay very respectful, and some floor people react more positively towards being treated respectfully than they do even towards the tips. So give them one big tip, treat them like they're very, very smart and very good at their job, even if they are very, very dumb and very bad at their job, because the dumbest ones and the ones that are worse at their job are the ones that are going to give you the most benefits. The ones that are fucking actually very smart and good at their job aren't going to give you any benefits. The guys who are very, very fucking good at their job, the reason why they're good at their job is because they don't treat anybody beneficially. The ones that are fucking horrible at their job and are motivated by fucking quarters are the ones that are going to give you the most benefits, okay? So when this casino opens in the Bronx, it's not going to be great forever. It might only be great for a year or less. People are going to come there from all fucking around the world to crush this fucking place. You as a local, you need to be prepared and ready to fucking take it down. Even if it's a small team. You, Noodles, Johnny D, Jocko, your boyfriend, the fucking hairdresser. Even if it's a small team, maybe you guys gotta combine a bankroll and be ready to go in there and hit them real hard, because you're not gonna get a chance to hit them hard forever. And so and these things don't happen very often. Like, I can't believe I'm spending so much time on this, but the reason I'm spending so much time on this is because a casino opening in New York is a fucking once in a fucking 100 years situation. You have to be ready for it. It is going to be
a million years.
In a million years, it's going to be a gold rush, an absolute fucking gold rush for a very short period of time. There's going to be a lot of guys in tight black t-shirts with gold chains on the outside of their t-shirt. Okay?
A lot of my good friends.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of fucking guys coming in there with a tight black t-shirt and the gold chain on the outside of the t-shirt. That isn't going to last too long. It will not last forever because they're going to get crushed, and you have to be there to crush them. You have to be prepared. I'm telling you right now, you fucking call into this show every fucking week. You've been listening to every fucking thing I've said for 14 fucking straight years. There's nothing I'm going to ever tell you that's more important than to be prepared for when that casino opens and treat it with the utmost attention. If you do not, 10 years from now, when those casinos are complete shit and you're still fucking living off $1,000 in pasta a year, you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I fucking take it serious when those fucking casinos opened? It was a fucking gold rush and I was not prepared. All right?
I'll be on the career.
All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got another call coming in. Let's see here. 408, you're on Pokersesh. And 775, you're also on Pokersesh. I'm going to start with 408. 408, what's up?
This message has been transcribed.
Hello? Hello?
775, you're on Pokersesh.
Hey, Limon.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Yeah, Limon. Longtime fan. Shout out to Noodles for the Super Bowl hits.
Thank you.
Hits pick. Thanks, buddy. I'm an advantage. I've been playing poker.
I'm in the queue. I don't know.
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, go.
I've been playing poker for like 20 years. I've been following you. Big fan. Last year, though, I transitioned to advantage play on slots.
Right.
Kind of like Trooper.
Yeah.
I know you like that shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I fucking love it. I mean, I'm still playing poker, but for the most part, I'm an advantage player on slots now. And I quit my job.
Uh-huh.
And my question to you might be a little boring, but so I quit my job, and I'm filing this year now, kind of like as unemployed poker
Right.
player, gambler.
Right.
I'm wondering, what do you do for health insurance? Like, I live in California.
Right.
You know, how do you be a professional gambler and not get screwed paying health insurance?
Well, the easiest way is to get married.
No thanks.
But you can also, you got Obamacare and you got the exchanges and the subsidies. You probably get a pretty damn good subsidy because you are not showing a lot of income, I assume. Even if,
Yeah.
because you're only,
I'm not sure exactly how to paint the picture yet. This is my first year doing taxes. I'm kind of
well, I'm
a
not
little in
gonna,
the dark on.
well, just remember, nobody needs to know anything they don't know. All right.
Right.
And pay your taxes. But you got to remember something. If you have a winning year, you're going to pay your taxes. But then if you have a bad year, the IRS doesn't give a fuck. All right?
Right. I don't care about it.
So sometimes you might have to average things out a little. All right? So
Okay.
what I'm telling you is pay your taxes, but always save for a rainy day. All right?
For sure.
That's number one. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That's number one.
Absolutely.
Number two, because you're doing slot AP, you're gonna end up with a lot of hand pays, and they just report it right there, right?
Yeah, I got like 75K this year that I got to deal with.
Yeah. So on those hand pays that you have to deal with, there's not much you can do. I mean, you can
You just claim your losses? I mean,
just put it into ChatGPT or Gemini. It'll tell you, just ask a few questions on ChatGPT and Gemini about the best way to file based on where you won the money, which states you won it in, how much you're claiming, and how you should claim it. The AI tax help now is better than any tax accountant. It's not even close. So much better. So just use AI for that. That's a good tip for you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
And then, I would, if you're enjoying yourself, I would say, just crush it as hard as you possibly can because it probably won't last forever.
Yeah, I mean this whole Vantage Play thing, I feel like there's kind of a boom going on, and I think it's not going to last long. I think people are going to catch on, and it's going to get harder.
So you're doing
it
it
hard.
You're doing it in California?
Mostly, I mean, I travel around. I go to Vegas occasionally, but yeah, I travel around California. I'm basically situated in Northern California, and I play poker as well.
And are you doing sour rooting?
I mean, I'm stalking old ladies, if that's what you mean.
I love it. I fucking love
my
it.
best friends are the Asian ladies all around me. I'm making all sorts of new friends.
So
It's a
there.
lot different than poker.
So there are camping teams, I assume, in a lot of these casinos.
Syndicates, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Asians or whatever you call them.
And do you compete with them? Do you guys ever like getting little scuffles?
So my approach has always been to just be friendly with everybody,
Right.
for you, and just there's no harm in being a good guy.
Right.
I've definitely had my share of, I've had homeless kids, try and physically push me off machines for $40 plays. Like it's crazy shit out there. But in general, I try and keep to my own, and then occasionally you'll chop a play with a fellow AP, depending on the situation.
Right.
And then some of them just keep to themselves, and it's kind of a, we all hate each other, but we work together
So
kind of thing.
So here's a scene. 90-year-old man, oxygen tank, sitting at the machine. What would be the thing? You see a 90-year-old guy, oxygen tank at the machine. He's not advantage player. What machine would he be sitting at? And what would be the situation of that machine to give you the most giantest AP boner?
So first thing I want to see is him tapping the screen or something like that. It shows he doesn't really understand the process.
Right.
When I see somebody on a machine, again, I'm only looking at advantage play slot machines.
Right.
So if I see somebody with, say like a Magic Treasure, a really high number,
Right.
the first thing I'm going to do is look at how much money they have in the machine.
Right.
And you can kind of gauge what kind of player they are from there. If they have, less than 100x in the machine, you kind of know they're going to run out.
Right.
Before they hit the play. So you're kind of camping them until they run out, and then you see what happens. But at the same time, you're competing with 2 or 3 other guys in the corner doing the same shit.
So if it's a magic, what'd you call that? Magic castle?
Magic Treasures.
Magic Treasures. So if it's a Magic Treasures machine and the treasure box is pretty full or whatever, you can tell I don't.
Yeah.
This isn't what I do. I would actually do it. I actually think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you would love it.
And the treasure, if it was something where I was still young, this would be something I would be doing. But and the treasure box is pretty full. Like, what is, when you say it's EV positive, like if the old man were to just like slough over to the side, his oxygen tank ran out. What is the best play that you've ever seen that you could just sit right down and hit?
Okay, so right after New Year's, I left Vegas and I drove to this little casino called Table Mountain in Fresno.
Right.
I went to the smoking section, and this is on the New Year's Day.
Right.
I see this guy get off, same game, Magic Treasures. The play on this game, let's say, is like a 16. That's what you're looking for, right?
Okay.
And this guy and his girlfriend are sitting there playing a game, and I see he's on like a 29.
Okay.
And, so I camp him a little, I do a little lap, and I come back, and sure enough, he gets off, and I sit down, and I don't realize it. It's a $20 bet.
Oh.
29.
Wow.
And, if you're an AP guy, that's the holy grail.
So on a 29, he's bumped the progressive up to 29. I guess that's what you mean.
Basically, yeah. There's a number, there's a money ball number that goes up, and then it bursts, and that's the end of the play.
On that $20 bet, how much is each spin? Like if you hit the whole thing on the first spin, how much would you win?
Okay, so it's relative. It's like every time you hit the bonus, it can do different things.
Right.
So you can pop it with a multiplier, which is your best guess. That's your best case.
Right.
And there's also some other bonus features in the game that you can hit along the way. But the play is to hit that number and hit it as soon as possible.
Right.
And in this case, I had to put in something like 800, maybe 1,200.
Right.
But it paid me 3,000 profit.
But how much would you have put in? Everything that you had in the entire world?
Yeah. When you see a play, if you're an advantage player, you see if I see a 12, I'm going to put everything behind it, just like Doyle.
Right.
If I'm 51%, why not?
So there's never a point where you say like, oh boy, I've put $2,000 or $3,000 in this machine now. How bad? Like, is it like poker? How bad can you run?
So you can lose. There's different games that have different volatility. Mm-hmm. In general, maybe 100x is a standard loss.
Okay.
100x the bet. So maybe like 200 or 300x would be a really bad loss.
Right.
And that's going to happen maybe 5 to 10% of the time.
Right. So let's say you're at 200 or 300x, you're 250x or something. At what point are you like, are other campers are going to be like fucking hawking you at this point, right?
Oh yeah, they're vulturing. Yeah.
And couldn't you just sell them the play?
You could sell the play, but just like when you commit to a play, you're committing to finish the play. You're not. The rule number 1 is you don't start something you can't finish.
No, but
what I do is if it's a losing play, I'm just going to play it out and take the loss. And it's like a hand of poker, and I just repeat.
No, but here's the thing. Like, okay, I see that machine, and the fucking Chinese syndicates fucking is coming in, but I get the chair first. I kick the old man to the side. His oxygen ran out. Fuck it, he's gonna die sooner or later. my machine, right?
What can you do? Yeah.
At that point, before I even put $1 in, why can't I
just
just
sell it.
why can't I just say, hey, fucking ching chong, get your fucking ass over here. I'll sell you this machine right now for $1,800.
Yeah, there's guys that do that.
Why not?
There's guys that literally, that's all they do.
Why
They don't
not?
play, they just find plays and sell them.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Because then you
Because there's more money in my mind. There's more money in taking the play yourself and making the profit off it.
well, there's
it's
more
such
money. There's more money in it, possibly. Number one, if you don't go broke, because there is a risk of ruin, like you said. You might not have it.
But we have a bankroll.
Yeah, but do you have it all in your pocket? Do you keep fucking $10,000 in your pocket?
I have mostly in the car. I probably carry, I don't want to say too much, but probably a little under 5,000, depending on where I'm at.
Yeah, but you
In
can't.
case I find a good play.
But you can't go out to the car. The guy's gonna take the machine.
We can lock up machines with our player cards at some places. And there's different ways, so you can get a slot tech to hold the machine.
So you got it.
You don't lose control.
Yeah, but this this is hilarious. Now here's me. I'm the fucking slot tech. Pimples.
Okay.
Pimples. Fat. Pimples. Getting paid fucking minimum wage. I've got like one of those dust bins and like a little fucking brush. I'm cleaning fucking cigarette ash off of shit. You tell me, hold this fucking machine, all right?
Yeah.
I'm the pimply fucking slot tech that's fucking spent all day fucking picking up fucking cherry stems that people have fucking spit out on the goddamn floor, fucking cherry stems from their goddamn drinks they've been spitting out on the floor all day. And I look at that fucking Huff and Puff machine or magic chest.
Treasures.
And I'm like, this fucking machine's worth $2 fucking grand. I'm gonna be like, kick me back, cocksucker. Or I'm giving it to the Chinaman.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes down to those machines.
So
they'll hold the machine.
will the fucking slot tech make you kick down or he gives it the Chinaman?
No, but it's kind of like, it's etiquette to tip him if he holds a machine for you.
I mean, if I fucking walk up to the fucking machine, the fucking magic treasures, this is almost as gay as Grimstar's haircut. If I fucking walk up to the fucking magic treasures machine and then I ask the fucking tech, the pimply ass fucking shitbag tech guy with his fucking picking up fucking discarded fucking wrappers on the floor all fucking day, and then I say, hey, hold this machine for me. If I'm the fucking Chinaman, if I'm fucking bankrolled by the fucking Yakuza, if I'm the fucking triads, if I'm the fucking Chinaman, the second you fucking get 10 feet from the machine, I'm gonna tell the slot tech, you see this $100 bill, you pimply faced dipshit? This goes in your pocket and my ass goes right there. Why wouldn't they do that?
I'm sure some of them do.
So, wow.
I don't create the issue though. I make sure I have the money on. That's why we have the money on us, so we can lock it up and not run out of money basically.
Yeah, but okay. So then here's another situation. I love this. Sure. This is the greatest. Thank you for talking to me. This is like the greatest fucking underworld thing. Like, if all of you campers know each other, right?
Yeah.
And you all know that, like, you might not be broke as fuck, but basically you're all broke as fuck because not you,
most of them,
not you personally, but like they're working with a backer. These guys are fucking broke as fuck. Okay. So like, why wouldn't you get robbed more often?
Good question. I mean, you got to watch your back. Keep your head on a swivel, as you say. It's a casino, so you just got security around you. And,
right.
Watch your back. I mean,
because like,
and also being friendly with people, trying to piss anybody off. They're not going to come after you.
So So you're by the magic machine with a 29 multiplier, what have you, and
Yeah.
what is the biggest crowd you've ever seen waiting for something like this?
Crowd. I mean, yeah, you get with the big enough, when the jackpot starts going off, people will gather. But you mean like a crowd of APs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's generally any big good play. There's 2 or 3 of them lingering around. You may not even see them, but they're sitting down somewhere watching it.
Okay, so there's at least 3 of you guys I knew. So there's 4 guys waiting for the fucking 29 multiplier huff and puff. All right.
Yeah. And the rule is the etiquette amongst hustlers is first come, first serve. It's kind of like the playground shit.
Okay.
So whoever's there first, waiting for the play, he kind of has rights to it.
And
So if another AP comes by, he'll nod to him, say, "I'm watching this." And most of the APs will respect each other and say, "Okay, that's his play."
yeah,
But then you have these old ladies who are not APs, who don't know anything, and they think they see it, they can get it. And then you have to fight with these old ladies more than the APs, to be honest.
so the old lady in the fucking St. Louis Cardinals T-shirt,
Yes.
this chain smoking blue hair lady, this lady knows it's a valuable machine, or she just wants to play it because it looks cute.
It's like, you lose enough money playing these machines. You don't know the exact number or what the thing is, but they just kind of get a sense of what looks good. So some of these recreational players, it's hard not to know. When you see a 29, if you play the game,
Right.
they know that's good. Yeah.
All right. So then here we're going to go back to why not just sell the seat? Like, how closely if you see a magic mushroom 29, how closely can you at this point in your life, after doing this for a while, how closely can you measure the EV of that machine? How close can you come to knowing exactly what it's worth to you?
Pretty good. Like I do it in kind of poker sense. Like that 29 would be like fucking pocket kings.
And so,
I'm never losing. It's just how much am I going to win?
But you're going to win along a gradated scale. Like the lowest amount you win might be 1,000. I'm just making this up. The lowest amount you win might be 1,000. The highest amount you realistically win might be 5,000. So is that machine?
5,000,
Is that machine worth?
There's definitely like a 5%. There's always a 5% you can lose some small amount. You can lose on any given play.
So then that machine, let's say that machine's worth $2,500 to you. Can you calculate that machine is worth basically $2,500?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I look at it like it's a $1,500 bill or whatever.
Yeah. So like if you stumbled across that machine 1,000 times and then added up the amount you won and divided it by 1,000, you'd win $2,500. Okay, let's just say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then why wouldn't you just say, hey, Chinaman, get the fuck over here. $2,400. $2,400. Buy it right now, $2,400. Okay? And just try to sell it for a good price, maybe not a perfect price, or maybe even $2,600. Because if they don't know, if it's like in the old days of tournaments, the really, really smart guys would give horrible deals at the end because nobody really understood about ICM or how much your stack was worth. They didn't understand the smaller stacks were worth more, yada, yada, yada. So like, why don't you just try to sell it at a good price to you, because then you don't have to spend the time.
You don't take the risk, is what you're saying.
Not the risk.
Well, there's guys that do this.
But
there's guys that only find plays, they camp them, and then they lock them up, and then they sell them to other APs.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
They're
about
trying to hustle you though.
I'm not talking about the risk. I'm talking about the time.
Oh.
So like,
Okay.
you might end up at that machine for an hour or more, right?
Not true.
Okay, so this happens fast.
Most of my plays on average are less than 5 minutes at the machine.
So in 5 minutes, you're going to get the 29 multiplier one way or another.
Absolutely.
Oh, then that's a different story. I was thinking that you had to hit, I don't know, there's fucking 9 magic barrels, and then if the fucking 9 magic barrels came up, then you got the 29 multiplier. It might be an hour before you got 9 magic barrels or whatever.
Well, they can go up to 45 in theory, but it's a variance thing, and this one popped on like 33 or something.
So, okay, so it popped on 33. So, how does it get to 29 then if it happens every 5 minutes?
So it takes somebody. So they reset at 5. So somebody's taking the machine in a non-advantageous state, and they're building it up.
And how long did it take them to build from 5 to 29?
I would estimate on a $20 bet that guy alone probably put in over 5,000.
He might have. So that guy sat there for hours.
Probably about 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Okay, so he's spinning.
It doesn't take that long.
Because he's spinning.
Depending on how slow you spin.
Okay, so this guy's spinning really fast.
If you're turbo spinning, it would take like 5 minutes to build to a 20.
Oh, okay.
It would, yeah.
Wow.
But the answer is, there's definitely guys that can't manage their money for whatever reason.
Right.
And they know the plays, and they make a living out of selling the plays to other APs.
I think I would be.
So when I go to these,
I think that if I did it, I'd be one of the sales guys, and here's the reason why. I would know the numbers, and like I get that you know the numbers like a little bit, but I would know the numbers down to the fucking penny. I would get very, very fucking. I would run simulations because this is just the way I am.
We have. It's called RTP. It's not EV. It's called Return to Player.
Right.
RTP. So different plays. Say like a 16. Just throwing numbers out there. Let's call 16 would probably be like 105% return to player.
Yeah, because the spinning part of it, the hitting the button part, is all lost time. That's downtime. The most important part is hunting the machine. There's nothing more important than hunting the machine.
Once you find it, you did your job.
Yeah, the spinning part is all downtime. If you could sell the machine, not have that downtime, and then be hunting more machines, it seems like that's a much more profitable way to.
Yeah, but nobody's going to pay you the full value of the play because we don't know the value until you hit it because it's random.
Exactly.
It varies. So
it varies.
What they try and do is they charge you $20 or they try and get a percentage if you win. So they free roll you.
But if they free roll you, then they have to sit and watch you play.
That's all they're doing anyway. They're sitting there in the casino all day.
See, I would not. I don't know. I don't like that. I like the idea of walking up to the machine.
Yeah.
I like, and this. Maybe I'm just being unrealistic. I like the idea of.
Yeah, it's just not how it goes down, kind of. Like in the reality, if you know the play and you know how much it's worth, you want to take it yourself because you're going to make the most money doing that.
Yeah, but you listen to me. Not necessarily. If you know how much.
Well, if I could pass the play off to somebody and not waste my time spinning, like have a partner, right? But then you got to share it with that person.
No, so but
you got to cut it up somehow if you're gonna sell it.
Here's what I'm asking. Yeah. Won't one of these guys ever give you a bad price for them? So, like,
what do you mean?
You walk up to a machine, okay?
Yeah.
You've done the simulations. You understand that over 1 million trials, this machine is worth exactly $542 to you, okay?
Right.
You just tell the Chinaman or fucking the guy on the hover round or whoever the fucking camper is there, you say, listen, I'll sell you this right now for $550 or whatever. They won't just like, there won't be one of them that's like, holy fucking shit, you're going to sell me a 29 magic fucking barrel for $550? And then they just ship it to you. And you know that you just got them. You just got them. Because you know that over 1 million trials, they're going to make less than $550 more than half the time.
Yeah, in theory, everything you're saying is true, but in reality, because we know the math, but on any given play, we don't know the result.
Mm-hmm.
So the price for a play becomes a fraction of what its value is. Like I said, the only commerce they do is I give them $5, $20, just to keep the relationship going.
Right.
But it's either that or they sit there and they go, kick me back a little if you win.
Yeah,
which is
but
vague, and
listen,
they're just
listen,
free-rolling you to.
listen to me. If you and I each put $1,000 in the pot in a poker game, right?
Yeah.
And I have aces and you have kings, or it doesn't matter, vice versa. We know the math. We don't know the result.
Yeah.
We know the math.
Correct.
We don't know the result. We know to the penny how much each of our hands is worth.
Agreed.
So it's the same with the slot machine. If I know the math, I know exactly what the machine is worth, even if I don't know the result.
I agree with that.
And if I can sell that machine to somebody for even $1 more than what it's worth, then I'm making a very big profit, because not only am I getting the money variance free, not only am I getting more, I'm saving time to go look for more machines.
Yeah, this would be great if we could do that.
But
you're not going to find anybody to equally know what the math is with you and pay you the true value.
So everybody
not how
underpays. Everybody would just nobody will ever give you the true value.
I mean, it's not a big part of what I do. I know these guys do that, and in my experience with them, it's just, I'll offer them $5 or $10 or whatever they want. And most of, I haven't had any big plays offered to me like that. For the most part, I'm the one finding the play.
But listen to me.
It's too big for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna revolutionize this on this fucking phone call.
Let's do it.
Listen to me. If nobody knows the true value, okay, this is what you told me.
Yeah.
And everybody lowballs because they don't know the true value and they're just sort of broke or poor, or they just don't, they all assume it's smaller than it is, right?
Yeah.
Then why don't you start buying the plays from other people for more than what anyone will pay for them, because you know the true value is much higher? So you're telling me that if the Huff and Puff machine is worth $550, what you're telling me is nobody will give you more than $20 for it?
Well, in that amount, yeah, I don't have that experience, but no, I hear what you're saying. And there's definitely guys that are buying plays, and they are maybe overpaying to keep that guy not finding plays, or
not overpaying. I'm not talking about overpaying. Listen, oh God, I'm trying.
Not just paying more than the normal guy, right?
Yeah, listen to me. This is. I'm trying to fucking revolutionize this right now. I know that I'm probably wrong in some way, but maybe I'm right.
No, you're right. I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Listen to me. If I walk up to a magic fucking 8-ball machine and it's at a 29 and it's $20 a spin, okay? There is an exact finite amount of money that machine is worth. Period.
Right.
Because it's pre-programmed in.
1,000. Yeah.
And so we can just come up with a number. It doesn't matter. But there is an exact finite amount that if I did enough research, I would know what that is worth. Let's say that number is $1,000, okay?
Yeah.
So there are campers around, like you said, 3 or 4 all the time.
Right.
And they work as part of large syndicates with maybe rich guys who are fucking gangsters, whatever.
Right.
If I could sell that machine to somebody right then for $1,001, I'm doing very fucking well, because I don't have to waste time playing the machine and I can go look for good machines. So I should
100%.
So as soon as I find a machine, the absolute first thing I should do before anything else is try to sell it at a profit. Okay?
Sell it.
Then, number 2.
You're not wrong.
Number two. If everybody offers me $50 or $100 and they're so fucking far under it, it creates a secondary opportunity. This is the secondary opportunity. It means the market is way out of whack for buys. The reason why they're offering me such a low buy is because they have no fucking clue what the machine is actually worth. So instead of trying to bid them up or tell them what the machine's worth, what I would actually want to do is boggle their fucking minds when they find the 29 multiplier Magic 8-ball machine. So now they find a 29 multiplier Magic 8-ball machine, $20 spin. I know that machine is worth exactly $1,000. I know that when they offered to buy it from me, they offered $50. I just walk up to them and offer them $75. And they're going to be like,
Yep.
they're going to be like, $75 fucking dollars? Why so much? And I'm going to say, because I want to fucking gamble, you fucking dipshit. I'm going to give you $75. Get off the machine. You wouldn't, and then you could even say to them, you would never give more than $50 for this machine. And he'd be like, you're right. And then he's going to fucking take the $75 you just made $825.
It's not bad.
So what I'm talking about, and this is like, basically you're getting a glimpse into how I fucking make my living. What I'm talking about is in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man becomes king. And the last thing you want to spend any time doing is pushing buttons. What you need to do is you have to realize what pushing buttons time is worth, how much it costs you to push buttons. Now, in the secondary situation where I bought a $1,000 machine for $75, I just made $925. I just made $925. It's going to be worth it for me to push those buttons because my EV is so fucking huge. But if I can sell a machine at a profit without ever pushing a single button, then I not only am making money, but I'm not having the opportunity cost of not being able to have time to go find new machines. It just seems like that this is such a young economy that nobody is properly thinking about how this economy actually works. Right?
I think they're going to now. I think now they are.
Yeah. And the other thing that you need to realize is one of the things you brought up very early in this conversation was these fucking dipshit slot techs. These slot techs are like floormen. They're worth a lot of fucking money. Nobody knows that there's a good machine more than a slot tech.
Yeah, they could tell you.
Why don't you, how many slot techs do you have the phone number of?
I don't have phone.
Zero! Fucking zero! Are you fucking kidding me? Zero? You should literally be on a first name basis with every fucking slot tech in a 50-mile radius, 60-mile radius, whatever you can get to in the time, however long it takes them to lock a machine, however long they can lock a machine, you should know every one of these fucking pasty, missing a chromosome, giant fucking pimple, minimum wage dipshits. You should be greasing the fucking shit out of these fuckers. And if they're fat chicks, you should be fucking them. Come on, man. You sound like a good-looking guy. Hey, Grimstar.
Yeah.
Would you let this guy cut your hair?
I'm not sure. It depends.
Okay, shut up. You 100% would, and you'd have a fucking
wait
giant
a second. I see
boner.
what you're doing here. No,
You'd have a fucking giant boner the whole fucking time. All right.
I got enough barbers as it is.
77775. I really enjoyed that call. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you, Lyman.
Are you going to put any of these suggestions into play?
Absolutely. I'm glad I got to talk to you about this. I was hoping to hear your take on this, and I'm definitely going to try some new things in the future.
Thank you, brother. Have a good time and call back and tell me how you're doing.
I appreciate you, Lyman.
Okay, bye. All right. Let's take another call. Here we go. 703, you're on Pokersesh. 703, Arlington, Virginia, you're on Pokersesh. Arlington, Virginia.
Lyman, Lionel Hutz here.
Yo, Lionel Hutz, my man, you're another slot guy.
Let me sing you praises, the greatest one-man show in all of slots. I had to leave an embassy party early. I can't say the country, but we were drinking sake. I had to come just to call in to sing you praises. The greatest AP artist of all time.
Thank you, sir. I mean, and coming from you, that means a lot because you are an actual professional. You're an actual individual with a stellar occupation who also chooses to engage in advantage play. And I respect your opinion a lot. Did you hear the last call?
Yes. So the problem is most slot hustlers are simple adults. They're idiots. So I have sat on, and the last caller knows how good this is, a 4,000 Ways Buffalo Ascension at $40 a spin.
Wow.
I have said, hey, you bug-eyed Armenian guy sitting behind me pretending to play a slot. You can take this slot for $400 right now. It's worth more than that. We can bring up the calculator. Everyone has some sort of calculator, some sort of simulation. Everyone has one.
Right.
Bring it up. I'll sell it for pennies on the dollar.
Right.
They won't take it. They think you will go bust. They have some. It's a sick kink to camp people, Limon. But they think everyone's going to go bust because that's how they've made a lot of money.
So even if you like flash them a brick of hundreds, they still think you're going to go bust?
I show them. I got 20K right here.
Right.
In rubber bands. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, and they're spending $1 in the high limit room on an Ainsworth must hit by at 350. I'm like, I know that's not plus EV.
Right.
Why not just deal with me? They will not sell it. It's like it's a mental block. You think you're going to be like a broker, and it's going to be like a sports book on the slots floor.
Right.
It's not like that. People will try to trip you to get to a machine.
Yeah, I get it. So, okay. So, like, what about the reverse, though, where the guy is about to go up to the machine and you know the machine is worth $1,000, let's say for random round number, and you offer, and you know that the going rate is $50, you just offer him $95 or $110. Why not do that?
Because they like to hit the button, Limon.
I knew it! I knew it!
Except us. I think the previous caller, he would probably play a Golden Drums 3X just to play it. The play is 5. Everyone plays 4. And all the DJs play 3. The play's 5.
Right.
It's been 5 for 2 years. But people like spinning the thing. If I never had to spin another machine, I do it too.
Yes.
We've all thought of it, Limon.
This is
smart.
This is the thing that I assumed, but no, I knew that nobody would admit it. The thing that I assumed is they actually like playing the machines.
Yes. Yes.
Which is insane to me because it's not in my DNA. It's insane to me. The very first thing I think when somebody tells me about an advantage play is, how do I get out of fucking doing it? The finding it's like the finding it's the hard part. The doing it's the annoying fucking part. It's like, how much can I sell my seat for in a 100-200 stud game with 5 fucking guys from the Middle East? How much will somebody pay to have me tell them which fucking big-titted dealer in the party pit doesn't understand when you're fucking stacking your fucking chips like a fucking barbershop pole, and they don't know the actual amount you bet. Like, how much will you pay me for the information? I don't want to do this shit. I want to go have dinner. I want to go golfing. I want to go fuck some hoes. I don't know what I want to do, but I can guarantee you the one thing I don't want to do is look at red and black rectangles and or a screen with fucking buffaloes on it. That is not what I want to do. So
and your shoulder will hurt.
Exactly.
Your shoulder hurts from hitting.
And
your eyes hurt. Your ears burn. It's awful.
So tell me this, Mr. Hutz. Why? Because you said, obviously other people have thought about it. I mean, you got to see me think it up in real time, which is the only interesting part about it. Not for you personally, but for the people watching. They got to see how a real professional gambler thinks in real time. Now, if there are syndicates, and like the Daddy Warbucks, like Troopers Daddy Warbucks, the guys with the money, right? if there are syndicates and there are money men, how have the money men not thought of this? And in so much as given their runners the ability to buy and sell plays.
So personally, I think a lot of these quote unquote syndicates are laundering nail salon, restaurant, car wash money.
Right.
So I think that's a big part of it, and they just want to keep everything internal, pay their people an hourly, make whatever they make, run the money through the machines, and move on. Now, the Leons, troopers, backers, just random guys that have hit a lot of machines and have a lot of money, I think deep down, they like to gamble and they like to have action.
Right.
Even when they're sleeping or watching TV, they want Trooper out there, and they'll pay him a fee and lose. They want a piece of something. I know a lot of buyers that just sit around on the couch and buy.
It's the same reason why Paul Pawar puts Durr in poker games.
Yeah, same thing.
He loves having a white slave who has to answer his calls 100% of the time, and when he loses, has to sit and listen to Paul Pawar tell him that he will fucking cut his nuts off and feed it to him if he doesn't fucking win the next time.
I'll be sitting in my office and I'll have a proxy player that I know walking around a casino on FaceTime playing.
Right.
And I'm watching on FaceTime having him play.
Right.
But it never works out. No one ever makes any money.
Right.
I mean, you make a little bit, but it's chump change. You have to be doing it. That's the problem. You got to go to Yamava at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
It's for the some people just do it for the sweat and for the story. It's the same reason why. Remember Two Hats, the dipshit fucking RoboCop. It's the same reason why that dipshit who couldn't rub two fucking nickels together had horses and a stable. It's like a whole thing. If you got horses and a stable, it makes you feel like you're somebody in the fucking world, and it makes it so that the wheels never stop spinning. The fucking all day and all night, you have action, like you said.
Yes, exactly. And some people are broke and still staking people.
Of course, most people who are broke are still staking people.
And are buying pieces. Yes.
Oh, I fucking love it. I just fucking love it. You know what I would love to hear more than anything? I would love to hear fucking Trooper. I don't want to be mean to Trooper. It's just that he's the only person whose name I know. I don't want to be mean to him. I'm not picking on him. I want to hear the phone call between the backer and the horse when the horse gets a big play and then doesn't have enough money to finish the play, and one of the other campers gets to come in and take the play from him. Is that something that happens?
He can hold it and get them, and someone can get the money in. It's the transfer is too easy to just lock up a machine and get the money in. And there's very few plays that could do that.
Right.
Plus, Trooper's on a 50K upswing.
Yeah.
He's more juiced than John Robert Ballon.
But I mean,
he's juiced up. $1.50 bet. He won 12 grand.
But I mean, listen, this is a 50K upswing sounds like a lot of money to Trooper, obviously, or to
He's sleeping in his bed with Lady Trooper. The money's in the bed in between them.
But I mean,
a bunch of dirty $100 bills. He's sleeping with it. I guarantee it.
But if this is,
it's not a lot of money.
But if this is a big score, that's I'm not acting like a baller here, and I'm not acting rich. I'm just saying, if $50,000 is a big score, that's just pennies. It's fucking nothing. $50,000, even for a poor person, $50,000 doesn't change their life that much. $50,000 is how much somebody who makes minimum wage makes in a year. It's just not that much money. Is this really considered a big amount of money for an AP slot player?
In a month? Yes, but then you have to factor in he's hood rich now. Okay. He's sleeping in strip hotels. He's getting he's getting comps. He's getting free play. He thinks he's the richest man in the world right now.
Now,
I know it's hood rich. That's why I still work a straight job.
right, of course. Yeah. Now tell me this, Lionel. If you, like, for some reason, somebody like you who obviously takes this very fucking serious, not because you need it, but because it's your mentality. It's the way you approach being an attorney. It's the way you approach everything, is serious, rules driven, research, yada, yada, yada. If somebody like you was to dedicate your life to this, let's say, and you didn't run good, you just ran average, what do you think you could pull down in a year?
In a year?
And
how much am I cheating on tax? How much am I cheating on taxes?
Okay. Well,
I would say like 120 maybe. And your feet are gonna hurt and they're gonna swell.
yeah, and that was my second question. How many fucking hours and how much fucking leather do you have to burn through? How many casinos do you have to go to? How many cities? Like, is this like a $120K job for a guy who, a desk job, would it be equivalent? Or is this like a $120K job for a guy who digs ditches for a living?
I think that it's definitely tougher than a desk job. That's why I'm not doing it.
Right.
But for it's like ditch digger work.
Yeah.
And you would have to buy a new car every year.
Right. How many?
And without an upswing, it doesn't work. You have to have an upswing.
Of course. That's basically all gambling.
Yes.
Now, what city would you live in? It's Las Vegas, obviously, I guess?
I would pick anything in the South with a battlefield named after it.
Oh, wow.
Anything in the Northern Plains.
So Las Vegas isn't the best place to do this. Is it because of the competition?
A lot of competition. It has some of the lowest RTP. So you have a lot of bums that just live in a van outside of Oklahoma tribal casinos.
Right.
That's the highest RTP.
Okay.
And so you have a lot of people doing that, and there's more competition probably in Oklahoma than Vegas.
And
Vegas is fine. You can make a living in Vegas.
Let me ask you this. I mean, I know the answer to this, but I just want you to expound upon it because you obviously know a lot more than I do, so I think you could give a much more interesting answer. What do you think the sort of like, not the official stance of the slot machine companies is on this? What do you think that they're like nudge, nudge, wink, wink comedy stance or like side stance of the slot machine companies and the casino owners are on this?
So I definitely think it has changed. I think they basically said in the past 10 years, they said these persistent machines keep people in your sawdust joint.
Right.
Longer than any other game.
Right.
So put them at every exit. You had all the powerful machines at every exit at all these racinos and tribal gas stations and all everywhere.
Right.
You had all these good machines right there. Then I think they said, hey, these machines bring unwanted clientele. Move them to the back, move them to anywhere but the front. Get them away and make people look for them.
Right. Do you think that one of the secret nudge, nudge, wink, wink, dirty secrets of the machines is AP slot players are actually losing gamblers? You mentioned that with like the bongo game that they'll play at 3x or whatever. Do you think that one of the secrets is that, like, which was actually also one of the big secrets of card counters, is that most of them actually don't do it very well and are tiny losers and not actually winners? Do you think one of the secrets that they keep these machines for, or keep building these machines, or keep inputting these machines in the casino is just to get these fucking dumb fucks in the casino because they actually have giant gambling problems and they're actually dumb as shit and they will end up losing more money back than they think that they're winning?
Yes, definitely. It's just like running a sports book and booking the sharps.
Right.
You want the 11 to 10 or do you want the 3 to 2?
Right.
It takes more work and it gets messy with that 3 to 2. But yes, most of them are losers.
Right.
And I know people that are actually overall big winners, but lose.
Right.
And tell me, I lost 60,000 this year, but I got 80,000 in offers.
Right.
In free play, and I was able to chisel that, and I, made a middle class living.
So,
But it's tough.
so the way that AP slots works is it hasn't gotten to the point of, say, card counting where you can't even sign up for the rewards in a lot of instances because it just gets you barred faster and it gets you on more lists of being barred faster. The AP slot players are putting into their profit model the amount of comps they're getting.
Yes, and this will get me in trouble, but yeah, most of the big winners are card builders. They go to independent places or some of the chain casinos that run independently, go play a bunch of shit, then collect the offers, and if they get a high enough status, they start selling their own hotel rooms to
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Those the bums. They sell
Yes.
hotels to the bums.
Yes.
They take the plays from.
Yeah, I knew. I believe me. We run in the same circles. I knew a guy who that was basically his job, was selling his offers to people.
Yes.
And it's such a horrible job because, like you're saying, you're dealing with like all these dregs of society. It's like a 24 fucking hour a day job for nothing. It's just for fucking nothing. It's like I used to tell this guy. Because, like, we would try to go out. We would try to go out to dinner. And it's just like, he's just on the phone fucking constantly. Like, he's on the phone more than, he's literally working harder than, like, Ari Emanuel, one of these fucking super agents. Like Ari Emanuel
There's
makes...
always a problem with the room.
Yes, it's endless. Not only is there always a problem with the room, these guys are fucking up the room, and then they're losing their comps. And then they got to fucking find what the fuck went wrong. It's just fucking endless. It's endless nonsense. But so like, if you're counting your comps and or your comp selling as part of your income, if you actually put that on a per hour basis, it just goes back to like minimum wage because you have to spend so much time on that shit.
Yeah, you can never sleep, you can never rest.
Right.
Yeah, it's a constant hustle.
And you're
But
telling
you don't have to be on the slot floor ruining your feet.
and you're telling me the fucking trooper and lady is impressing Lady Trooper because he's getting fucking comps at the station casino?
Oh, the ladies go nuts for the comps. Limon. The slot groupies, you can pick any other women.
Because he can walk up to the oyster bar at Stations Casino and order 2 pan fries, all you can fucking eat, and just give them his diamond card.
Yes, the status is everything. You can cut a line.
Cut the
my
line.
gosh, they have to be important.
Oh, I love that. I fucking would love that. Here's what I want to see more than anything on the fucking planet Earth. And I know that Trooper's going to think I'm making fun of him, but I'm not. I want to see this. I want to see Trooper on a hover round, Lady Trooper on the back, like a fucking, like a Harley Davidson, okay? Troopers on the front, Lady Troopers on the back, like a fucking Harley Davidson. Like I said, I'm missing one chromosome, Harley Davidson. And then fucking they like they go to the busiest time of the fucking most busiest place at the fucking Stations Casino, which is probably Oyster Bar, Friday, 7 p.m., okay? Oyster Bar, Friday, 7 p.m., velvet ropes, 20 fucking people who fucking just got to the country like 10 minutes ago speaking fucking Vietnamese in line, all right? Fucking Trooper on the fucking hover round, Lady Trooper on the back, fucking stiff brim hats, zoom, 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 up to the front of the line, shows him his fucking diamond jade card, and just fucking, I want 3 fucking pan fries and 24 oysters. No! Do you know who the fuck I am? Oh, that would be the greatest thing I ever saw in my entire fucking life. I need to see that. I need that on videotape. So he needs to make that happen for me. Just for me, he has to make that happen.
Trooper doesn't eat any of that stuff. He went to like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant and he got like 3 sandwiches with his celebration tier credit meal.
Oh,
Poor
come
guy.
on.
I'm not making fun of him, but he was like eating a burger and a chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's so weak.
And they were having a great time.
He doesn't
He doesn't eat that seafood.
He needs to like flaunt his status at the station's casino. Come on. All right. Well, hey, you know what? Thank you so much, Lionel, for calling in. That was very enlightening and illuminating. And I'm still obsessed with the slot hustler lifestyle. And I want, anytime you can call in with a story about sour rooters, silver miners, camper teams, fights, people on oxygen tanks getting pushed over for the huff and puff machine. Anytime you can call in with any stories about that, I absolutely welcome it and I would love it. All right?
Yeah, will do.
Thank you.
Simon.
Thank you, sir. Talk to you next time.
Yeah, talk to you later. Bye.
There he goes. The world famous Lionel Hutz. He's a sour rooting pro, and he is also a attorney to the stars. Attorney to the stars. So he's the real deal, man. He can represent you when you get in trouble. Hey, let's look through the chat and see what's going on. Chat says, is Jonathan D making fun of you again for arguing with Noodles, and the idiot guy who runs the home game who you are flirting with? Jackpot Kid says most slot hustlers are idiots and think you are screwing them. And that's what I said, that they're idiots and think you are screwing them. But there has to, if the market is so far off, this is what I'm telling you, Jackpot Kid, and what I was telling Lionel, and what I was telling the guy before. If the buy-sell market is so far off, there has to be a profit-making gambit. There has to be a way to exploit a market that is so fucking far removed from reality. But what Lionel explained to me, and what I actually sort of knew, was the reason the market is so far off and yet you cannot exploit that market is because you're dealing with people who actually want to push the fucking buttons. There's nothing you can do with somebody who actually wants to push the fucking buttons. This is the part that fucking boggles my mind. This is the part that I just fucking lose it. The fucking people, the Chinese syndicate, the nail dressers, Trooper, the fucking guy living in his car, all of these people, the thing that they don't want to say, the thing that they're afraid to say in their deepest, darkest moments is, the reason I won't accept a price that's too high or sell at a price that's too low, the reason why this market can't be exploited is because I actually like pushing the fucking buttons. The casino always wins. This is the moral of this story is the casino always fucking wins, because no matter how smart you think you are, or no matter how much you think this is your fucking job, quotes, you still like pushing the buttons, don't you, bitch? You still like pushing the fucking buttons. You like to see the buffalo. You like to see the fucking golden buffalo. You like to see the 3 piggies in a row. You like to see the magic fucking chest open up. It's still hitting your endorphins. It's still firing in your mind in a way, in your fucking lizard fucking primate mind. They got you. They got you. You want to see it. You want to see the buffalo. You want to see the huff and puff. You want to see the magic box opening. You want to see the 8 balls spinning. I don't even know what the fuck they did to you, but until you admit to yourself that you're a fucking gambling addict, you will never fucking make the money you're supposed to make. I want you to rewind and see the way that I thought about this from the first time I ever heard about it, the questions I asked, and you will notice something. There's no fucking way in a trillion fucking years I want to see the Buffaloes run. I don't want to see the fucking chest open. I don't want to see the fucking 8 balls spin. I don't give a fuck about that shit. And it's why I'm a multi fucking millionaire. You got to get it out of your system. You got to get it out of your fucking system. If you can't get it out of your system, you're going to continue to be a loser. You're going to continue to think $50,000 is a lot of money. All right, next. Somebody says Trooper sleeping on the floor without a bed frame. That's probably true. But if he's having fun, that's all that matters. Only he knows whether he's having fun. All right, let's take another call here. Noodles, you're on Pokersesh. What's up? Did you come up with your lock of the week?
I didn't, but I actually have a legitimate.
How the fuck, after what, almost 2 hours? After 2 fucking hours?
Maybe, because I bet live, but I actually have a question.
Trooper! Noodles. You only know about 2 things in this entire world. Throwing dice and betting sports, correct?
Yeah, I don't want to give out a bad bet. That's the worst thing to do. So I bet live. I don't miss. But I do have a good poker question for you, legitimate.
After 2 fucking hours.
No, this is from a random guy I met with a duffel bag of cash on the way to the casino. He said he knew you.
Okay.
He said he got stuck at a table, and it was the only table open. He said they were playing in teams.
All right.
Have you ever been in this kind of situation where you're stuck at a table with people playing like on teams?
This goes back to what I just was talking about. I'm never stuck anywhere because I don't give a fuck about gambling. I only play for money. I only care.
Yeah, would you just say fuck it, get up and leave, or?
Yes, of course I would say fuck it, get up and leave, or I would figure out a way to spin the play back on them. Or I'd figure out a way to get them thrown out of the fucking casino. I'm only there for the fucking money. I don't give a fuck about fucking playing cards.
The guy ended up being down like 700, but I figured I'd ask that question for him.
Yeah, the guy, even though he knows me and likes me, the guy's a fucking idiot. The reason why the guy's
he obviously is one of those guys who just wants to just show up and just play for fun. Like he was wasted the whole time.
Yeah, he wants to gamble. He's a gambler. Okay, let me say something. I'm being too mean to gamblers. All gamblers aren't gambling addicts, okay? All people who smoke marijuana aren't marijuana addicts. All people who drink wine aren't alcoholics. If you can live a normal, happy life while gambling, drinking wine, smoking marijuana, if you can maintain relationships, if you can maintain your health, if you can maintain your job, if you can maintain your family, blah, 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 blah. You can read this in the back of any fucking brochure. If you're living a normal fucking happy life, it doesn't matter what your vices are because your vices obviously haven't taken control of your life. Your vices are actually probably something that you believe is adding to your life or may actually be adding to your life, not just something you believe. But if your vices are causing you pain, dysfunction, anger, hurting your ability to make money, hurting your ability to have a job, hurting your family life, hurting your relationships, well, that's when it has become a problem. Now, I don't know if this guy has a gambling problem because I only know of what you told me about him. But if you walk up to a game where you know people are cheating and you can't stop yourself from sitting down, I'm going to take that as like prima facie proof, I think I'm using that correctly, prima facie proof that you are a gambling addict and you have a serious problem, and it probably has blown back on you many times in your life. Now, speaking of people that don't have gambling problems, Noodles, based on my giant, massive, unbelievably large sample size of 4 bets, never gets a bet wrong, so he cannot possibly have a gambling problem. He is 4 for 4, 100% accuracy, and I believe that he is fucking the Pokersesh audience by not giving them a bet of the week. I'm not asking you for a bet of them every minute or a bet every day or a bet every hour. I'm asking you for one bet a week. Bestow upon the little people on their knees looking at you in your throne of 4 for 4, your golden, diamond encrusted throne of 4 for 4, and give them a pick which will make it 5 for 5. Please, Noodles, right now, give the pick.
Fucking crickets.
Crickets! Crickets! He couldn't even pick heads. He couldn't even just say fucking. You know what he could have said? He could have just said heads and hung up. That would have been the best answer ever. Just say heads and hang up. All right. It's been a great show. Thank you, Grimmy. Grimmy, you have
This
been.
isn't a poker session anymore. It's a slot session.
You have been the best, as always. You were. Don't think of it as being a bad guest on Pokersesh. Think of it as being the best guest on Slot Sesh. You are the greatest and first guest ever on Slot Sesh. So think of it that way, my man.
All right, thanks for your time. I guess we'll get to the hand names
Oh, wait.
next week.
Wait. You're right. You're right. I hear it. I hear it in your voice. I hear the sadness. I see a tiny tear forming in the corner of your eye. I hear a song in the background. The song is something like, "In the eyes of an angel." Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to, where are we at? 7-7.
56.
Okay, start at 7-7 and go all the way to, wait, hold on. I need to figure something out. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna make this better for you.
Can the executives get a video to play of these hand names as I say them out one by one? Preferably the Red Dead Redemption, Texas Hold'em video.
I listen. I'm not. I don't know anything about that.
Can we ask the executives to do it?
To do what again?
Make a visual to go with the hand names. Like each time I say a hand name, it shows the hand name on the screen, preferably in the Red Dead Redemption video game style.
So you want the executives who literally don't have any fucking clue this show's even on the air right now. Thank God. Thank fucking God. Who dropped me off a laptop with an 8-inch screen and said, "Good luck, buddy." You you want those guys to put fucking graphics and for your stupid fucking hand history things?
Yes, Liz.
This is what you want.
Yes, Liz.
What do you think? Okay, here. Hold on. Let's. Hold on. I'm putting together a bit here. This is what it sounds like when I'm. putting together a bit. Okay. You were sad. I heard that you were sad. Tears in your eyes, sad face, sad ogre, because I was ending the show and I was ending Slot Sesh without giving you the chance to read off your hand names, okay?
We didn't do any last week.
And I had already started playing the outro music, and I stopped the outro music. I stopped the outro music because I felt the pain in your voice and the pain in the tear in your eyes. And I said, Grimstar, because I love you, I am going to allow you to do the sevens, all right? And because of the pain in your eyes, I'm going to sing a song as background music for you giving the sevens starting at 7-7, okay? So I want you to start at 7-7, and I want you to read it slow, and I want you to show the sad emotion that you were showing when I was about to end the show early, okay?
Is this considered tax-free overtime?
This is tax-free overtime. So start at 7-7, give the hand names going all the way to A7, give them slowly and sadly, okay?
Oh, I'm happy now I get to go through them. But anyways, pocket sevens.
Okay.
The hockey sticks.
In the arms
Because it
of
looks like
an
that.
angel, fly away
7-8.
from here,
Lay them straight.
from the dark, cold
9-7.
hotel room,
The Persian carpet
and the
ride.
endlessness
A la Antonio
that you
Esafariani, the magician.
you were pulled from
Or, oh my God, they
wreckage
killed Princess Di. Because South
of
Park
your
and Princess Di
silent
was in 97.
reverie
10-7, the Daniel
in the
Negreanu.
arms of
Or
an
the 10-7 split.
angel. May you find
Or Jack Daniel, old number 7. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's Jack 7.
some comfort
10-7 can also be called the Nervous Swede. Because it's 10
in
Sven.
the arms of
Jack 7 is obviously
an
Jack Daniel, old number
angel.
7.
Fly away
Queen 7, everyone
from
knows as the
here,
computer hand.
from
Half
this
the hands are worse, half
dark,
the hands are better. Right
cold
smack in the middle,
hotel room,
like flipping a coin.
and the
King 7 is named after Kevin, the guy who got banned from Pokersesh or banned himself. Kevin, K7,
the
Kevin.
wreckage of your
And
silent
dare I say the
reverie.
last, but not least,
You're in the
A7,
arms
the slap shot.
of an angel. May you
Because the 7 is a hockey stick, and the ace is a bullet.
find some
Dare I get into 8-8?
comfort here.
8-8.